Welcome back to Natural One, the channel that most people would describe as sleek. Not quite as fun as snow, but always causes problems in your day-to-day life. Today, we're going bananas for a character that is as mighty as they come. He's the leader of the bunch. You know his name. That's right, it's Donkey Kong. Whether he's tossing barrels or drifting on a road made of rainbows, he's certain to always be monkeying around. Let's see what awaits us down the warp pipe. Powerful ruler and mighty monkey need some stats fitting of a king. Or should I say, Kong? Whatever, let's move on. Let's start with a 15 in strength. He's got to be able to lift barrels over his head and throw them with maximum power. Anything to take down that pesky plumber. Next up, a 14 in constitution. He's got to be able to survive falls, head stomps, and green shells, all while being able to get back up and keep going. How about a 13 in dexterity? Despite his large stature, he's actually pretty nimble and slippery. And a 12 in charisma, because you can't lead the Kongs with brute force alone. You've got to charm them with those bongo beats and that, unique laugh? A decent enough 10 in wisdom. He's arrogant, hot-headed, and overall irrational. But he does have a big heart. Is that because it's proportional to his body, you ask? Well, finally, an 8 in intelligence. Because DK's problem-solving skills usually involve smashing things until they work. No wonder Cranky doesn't think he's ready to be a leader.
I'm the big kahuna. I should know what's going on. Inka Dinka, tell me everything.
You know there's no official monkey race? Okay, yes, Hadozee do look like monkeys, but I've never seen a monkey fly. What? Okay, well that doesn't count. So we're gonna go with custom lineage, of course. A +2 in strength to make those barrel throws and princess carrying a whole lot easier. We'll take the performance proficiency as well. Just look at his bongo skills. Our feat of choice? Fighting Initiate. Taking the unarmed fighting style. Wow, that was a lot of fighting. Now, when he's faced with a melee, he's ready to brawl ultimate style. Finally, he speaks monkey. Wait a minute. He's the leader of the bunch and the eventual ruler of all of Kong Island. His people love him, although he may be a bit arrogant, but nonetheless, he's a folk hero. This comes with animal handling and survival proficiencies, perfect for making your slaves, loyal subjects, obey you, and for finding any missing bananas when you inevitably get attacked. Oh, and we can't forget about land vehicle proficiencies for when his good buddy Mario calls him up to go karting. And finally, Cobbler's tools. Now, he's unstoppable. We'll start things out with Barbarian at level 1, getting some key features. 2 skill proficiencies, athletics and intimidation, perfect for scaring off K. Rool or fighting off hordes of snowmads. Also, that tie, that provides little to no armor, so unarmored defense buffs his AC up to a 13. Not great, but better than nothing. And finally, Rage. When Donkey Kong gets mad, you better run for cover or it'll be the end of you. DK is throwing caution to the wind at level 2, and maybe a banana peel behind him as well. Reckless attack gives him advantage on all attacks whenever he so chooses. He's done monkeying around. But be warned, all attacks now have advantage against you until it's your turn again. Danger Sense gives him a fun ability to avoid K. Rool's traps or Lord Frederick's wacky winter hijinks. Now the Kongs can certainly return Kong Island to its rightful state. Let's get special at level 3 with a focus on Donkey Kong's specialty. He's a monkey, or more specifically, a beast. So naturally, he becomes a totem warrior barbarian. And what do monkeys have? No, not thumbs. Fur! You know what else has fur? That's right, bears. Bears are the only other animals with fur. So Donkey Kong becomes a totem warrior with the bear totem, giving him resistance to all damage except psychic. Now, he can take head stomps or turtle shells and get back up like it was nothing. Oh, he also has speak with animals to communicate with his family and the nature proficiency because, well, he lives in nature. Let's slow down at level 4 with nothing more than a +2 in wisdom from an ability score improvement. Why are you still here? We can move on now. Level 5 lets DK get faster, better, stronger. Extra attack enters the fray, allowing DK to go from a clap to a ground pound faster than you can say banana. Speaking of fast, he gets 10 more feet of movement as long as he's not wearing any armor. So despite his size, you're not really outrunning him. Well, since no one has said anything to refute our very scientific claim that bears are the only other animal with fur, at level 6, we'll go with another bear totem aspect. This time, he's able to hurl those barrels at Mach speed to stop Jumpman. He can now carry, push, pull, or whatever he wants way more than usual, and that includes bananas. At level 7, Feral Instinct makes DK faster than Cranky snatching his cane back from a thief. He gets advantage on initiative rolls, and if he's surprised, he can still act on his first turn, so long as he's mad about it. To top it off, Instinctive Pounce lets him move half his speed when he rages, because nothing says Donkey Kong like charging headfirst into chaos. Simple, effective, and oh so Kong. Level 8 sees another ability score improvement with not just one, but 2 +1s. Let's put one in Wisdom and the other in Charisma, allowing him to morph into the leader he's destined to be. I'll first switch up at level 9, and that brings Ranger into his repertoire. Now, this isn't your typical Legolas type Ranger, no. This is your survival of the fittest, exploring nature Ranger. He gets proficiency in investigation, helping him track down the missing bananas or stop Lord Frederick's never-ending winter machine from destroying the island. Speaking of skills, he gets proficiency in athletics, making his already impressive strength even more impressive. And if you're targeted by his barrels or punches or coconut crossbow, he'll deal an extra 1d4 damage if you're marked by him. So when he hits you, you'll probably die. At level 10, we'll give DK his most important fighting style, thrown weapon fighting. I mean, come on. His intro is literally throwing barrels at an Italian plumber who definitely isn't Mario, okay? He's not Mario. And with a second level in Ranger, he gets access to some magical abilities. Now, he's not a magic user, but that doesn't mean he can't be buffed. His bananas, well, that's actually good berry. And Longstrider, how about a mushroom boost in Mario Kart, or a wild star just laying around? Sounds good enough for me.
I want a banana.
Remember how I said the Ranger was our first switch? Well, at level 11, we have our second switch, Sorcerer. Huh? Oh, yeah, I did just say he didn't use magic, didn't I? Well, just ignore me. I'm not to be trusted. Except from here on out. You can trust me now. I mean, you kind of have to. The build is done, and I'm just reading the script. Unless I'm not. How will you ever know? I mean, I could just be... Oh. You're going to the Patreon in the description to download the character sheet? Well, can you at least finish the video and compare the results? Please? I need this. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, right, level 11. This sees Sorcerer join the battle, and with it comes some specialties and spells. He's an Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, allowing him to communicate telepathically between creatures. That's how he's always able to summon help when he's in trouble. As for cantrips, Blade Ward gives him a defensive boost, Thunderclap for his signature Dynaclap, Firebolt for a Fire Flower, Gust to give him a boost when he falls off the map, and Mind Sliver because we have to. Spells include Arms of Hadar and Dissonant Whispers, but more importantly, Mage Armor for an AC boost, and Catapult to launch banana peels behind him or barrels in front of him. Level 12 brings some sorcery points, allowing him to recover spells whenever he feels like it. Also, one spell, Jump. Those forceful ground pounds or large leaps now make enemies tremble at the mere sight of DK in the air. DK gets more special at level 13 with some meta magic shenanigans. Quicken Spell is a must, allowing him to pop a Mage Armor as a bonus action before charging into the fray to wreak havoc. Heightened Spell allows his intimidating presence to take over, forcing disadvantage on your enemy's next saving throw. And to pair with that, we get Hold Person, to perfect his smash grab, stunning opponents on impact. Level 14 and we switch it up again, not with classes, but from an ASI to a feat. Crusher is the feat of choice, boosting his strength by +1. But it also allows him to push his opponents on a hit and gives him advantage when he crits. He also gets Enlarge Reduce for his mushroom antics or when he's really feeling the beat of the bongos. But most importantly, True Strike. Now he's all powerful, like mixing a Smash Ball with a Superstar with plot armor. He's listening to his ancestors at level 15 with magical guidance, allowing him to spend a sorcery point to re-roll a d20 whenever he so feels like it. He also picks up Maximilian's Earthen Grasp to bury his opponents during a side special headbutt. Level 16 shows the real reason we went Aberrant Mind, as his mind is honed to protect him from Psychic Onslaught. Not only does he have resistance to psychic damage now, he's more resistant against charms and frights. I mean, even Kalimba Tiki couldn't get to him. He also gets some special casting for his psionic spells, like Dissonant Whispers or Arms of Hadar. But most importantly, but not as important as True Strike, is Haste. I mean, did you really expect anything else? Level 17, we'll go back to Ranger. He can speak with animals once at will, allowing him to communicate with the random wildlife on Fruit Islands. More importantly, a primal companion. Oh, yeah, he's going Beastmaster. Was it not obvious? I mean, why else would we go Ranger? What did you think he was? Monster Slayer? Gloomstalker? Get a grip. He's a Beastmaster with a beast of the land, Diddy Kong. That's right, his son is his companion. Less of an animal and more of a dynamic duo. Wherever DK goes, Diddy follows them. and they're certainly to have each other's backs. Oh, he also gets Cure Wounds for some quick banana snacks. Let's make DK even harder to kill at level 18. I mean, he's already got resistance to every damage type while raging. What else could he possibly need? Oh, that's right, more health. Luckily, the Tough Feat is here to save the day, adding in even more health to protect DK from the stray crits or hazards on the road. Level 19, one simple spell at Ranger level 5. Summon Beast allows DK to call upon any family member he wants in the situation. Oh no. Oh god. He's here. Run while you still can before he gets you. I fear it may be too late for me. Chunky is coming. He's been summoned. Oh wait. He's dead. This is a minor improvement at level 20, which leads to an uninteresting end to this build. Favored Foe increases to a d6, so his attacks do a little bit more damage when it's a 1v1. But Roving increases his walking speed by 5 and gives DK swimming and climbing speed, perfect for getting around all the islands and their various terrains.
Donkey Kong!
DK may not be a lion, but he's certainly the king of the jungle in the Mario universe. Let's see what makes him the King Kong all day long. He's really tanky. He has 201 health and resistance to every damage type when raging, which gives him an actual effective 402 health while raging. Not to mention his plus 8 in con saves, which also helps with his concentration when he's not raging. Plus, Cure Wounds and Goodberry allow for some quick healing. Believe it or not, he's actually pretty quick. Despite his size, he moves around at a rapid pace. He's got a 45 base movement speed and can boost it even further with Long Strider and Haste. He also gets Pharaoh Instinct and Instinctive Pounce for some extra oomph on the get off. He's got a lot of attacks. Look, Smash Bros is a fast-paced game. He's got to be able to hit quick. He gets 3 attacks around with Haste. Then, use Reckless Attack for advantage, and each hit smacks opponents around silly. Plus, Diddy can finish up anything he does with a bonus action. He's a controlling overlord as well. He can lock you down in a manner of ways, from Hold Person to Maximilian's Grasp, to pushing opponents around with Crusher, Gust, or Thunderclap. Oh, and he can do a lot of this stuff with a bonus action due to Quicken Spell. However, Cranky Kong doesn't think he's truly ready to be king. Let's see where DK's weaknesses lie. The spellcasting on this guy sucks. His soft stats are low. Too low. So when he's relying on his spellcasting, he really just kind of sucks. Plus, Rage doesn't combo well with spells or anything requiring concentration. And it's pretty easy to save against his spells due to his low DC. He's going to be taking a lot of hits. Yeah, he's tanky, but he's got a low AC. Even with Mage Armor, it's only a max 14. That's not good, even for lower level standards. And at this level of the game, he's going to be hard pressed to find someone who misses that. Especially if he's fishing for crits by attacking Reckless. And let's talk about his big screen debut. I mean, Seth Rogen? That's his voice actor? Really? I feel like they could have found someone better to do this, just so I didn't have to listen to that horrendous laugh. To be honest, this was a wild casting right here, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that's the end of this coconutty build that was the King of the Kongs, Donkey. If you enjoyed this video, give that like button a super smash, bongo drum that notification bell, and barrel toss a subscription our way so you never miss another video. And if you want to find this character sheet, race on over to our Patreon where you can find all of our past builds completely for free, no DLC required. Got any other builds you want to request? Or just want to give us your best Seth Rogen laugh? Leave it in the comments for us to see, we can't read your minds. Well, that's all I've got for today. I'm going to go bang on my bongos until my mom tells me to be quiet. As always, keep those dice rolling, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay.